Hello again. Today I have new Stratego video. This one is gonna be a fun one. I played against gkaros, but it was incognito, so we didn't know who we were playing. Anyway, let's get right to it. In the beginning already I am in somewhat unfortunate situation because he came up with major right against my captains, and the only thing which backs it up is Marshall. And I don't really have a good way of dealing with this major, so I just took it. I could have maybe traded it, but that seemed a little extreme. Also, this might be a scout, so that might not even help. So I figured, okay, I might just start blitzing, even though I wasn't really planning on doing that so quickly. So, yeah. And here I go. He found a captain, so nothing spectacular. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute for something interesting to happen. Anyway, I try to scout what this piece is in case it's Colonel General or something. I definitely don't want to let it go this way, because there's a lot of stuff he could just load up. I found a captain, so I'm going with Major. Also, I didn't think this was the spy, but it's always good to play that you are scared of certain piece, because then they might bluff it in situations when it's not really good. For example, when he moved the piece here, I pretended to be scared, even though I really didn't think so. I'm not sure about this piece though, but if he would go one square further, or if he would go with this piece up, then I'm definitely taking that. Yeah, for whatever reason, he just gave me a scout. Anyway, yeah, and now this piece, I don't know. But I found general, so now I'm really suspicious about this piece. You know, when you see general, you might expect spy to be somewhere near it. And when he played this move, I figured, okay, this has to be the spy. So now, do I take it? I decided not, for one simple reason. Oh, he knows Marshall, I know General, but I also know the spy. So keeping the marshals on the board keeping my marshal on the board would definitely be beneficial. So I just didn't let the general go further, and now I'm looking for his marshal. I wasn't sure if this one was the one, so I tested with captain and the boss. So what I want to do now is use my colonel and ideally this general to go south attack on this side, because his general is stuck in the center, his marshal is stuck in the center, his general is stuck on the side of the board. So those two things are nice for me. Now I would like to get this colonel here, but it's not a really easy task to do, so I decided to use my general instead. I'm also making sure that there aren't any colonels that could take out these pieces. And eventually I'll get to where I want. He scouts my general, which I don't really mind. I thought it was obvious already. Yeah, and now he's somewhat stuck. Because he can't move the marshal, he's gonna struggle move these pieces, he can't move this piece. I also have the additional major, so if we trade the colonels, then my major is just gonna win every battle because there's one more of those. And he can't really attack on other sides, even though he has two more captains, these two. He can't really use them. So at this point I was feeling pretty comfortable. Now he traded the colonels, which was great, but I made sure that he can't really get anywhere further. Yeah. This one is just bringing up the piece you need at the right time. Nothing interesting here until this happens. He now wants to use his general to attack in the center. How would you deal with that? Because there's this major, there's this captain, the spy is also vulnerable. If he goes with general like this, then a lot of pieces are hanging. How would you deal with that? You can try to figure it out. I think there are probably two options. I don't see any more. One is to go back with Marshall, which is more defensive one. And one is a more attacking one. You go with major against him. So that's what I did. And when he figured out it was major, he realized, okay, that's not a good idea because my attack is gonna be faster. So now we traded majors. Again, good for me. He has now only one major left. And he's going with captain. I actually hoped I was gonna be able to pick some of those captains, but now I just have to trade it to not let it anywhere near. He knows both of these majors, so I just have to settle for the trade. Yeah, and here I made a mistake. I should have just brought the major back because the center is vulnerable and I need major there to protect some stuff. The fact that I put it here was just waste of time. It was a good idea, but I just didn't have the time to do it because now he brought his own major and I am sort of in trouble. So, and now he should have taken the spy, and there's no question about it. That was just definitely what he was supposed to do. But he gave me one more move and that was a mistake. Because now I can lure away his marshal and take care of the spy. Yeah. So, and now even when he takes my spy, which I will probably lose it anyway, he now is way too far with his marshal to actually do some damage. So that was nice. Yeah. He, for whatever reason, hit my general. I guess he forgot. Nothing interesting there. Now he has the marshal. Okay, here, what would you do? Would you block the minor and then try to pick it up, or would you trade the majors? I already showed what I did, but you can try to figure out for what's the reason. If I will go here with my marshal, then he might load. I am now in a really good spot. I have major and 2 lieutenants and 2 extra scouts for 2 captains. And I already know one of his captains, so it's really likely he's gonna load. So I just didn't give him the option. And now he's going with the captain. I'm definitely not letting that happen. And yeah, and here was a cool moment because I realized that if his whatever this piece is will go here, then his general is pretty vulnerable. I saw a really good tactical sequence here. Try to figure out what could be option if this piece was here. I think I came up with really good tactical sequence. So I don't know, you can pause the video. The thing is, this scout can go here and scout this, and it's the spy. I mean, we've already established that. But if the scout will go here now, then he's gonna attack with marshal and he's gonna attack the general at the same time, so I won't be able to pick it up. But if the piece will be blocking it, then the scout go here, marshal here, he attacks both. I take the scout, he takes the general, I take the captain, but his general will move aside, so still not quite it. But if I now move the major down, he's gonna block off the general. I go here with scout. He's gonna attack both of them. I take the spy, he takes my general. I take his captain, and then I take his general. So this was a really good tactical sequence. I'm very happy to spot it. Yeah, now it's stopped. Now it's blocked. Also, when I play this move, it assumes that this is bomb. But even if it's not the bomb and takes the scout, I can just go here with my general. So yeah, now he thought he can just double attack it, but yeah, this was. I'm very proud of finding this. So I got one of the captains, and now I made crucial mistake. Because I didn't realize how bad my opponent's situation is and how likely it is for him to load now. I should have just brought my marshal here, somewhere to counter his marshal and stabilize the position. But I was too greedy, and that really didn't work out very well for me. So that was like a really big mistake. I shouldn't have let the marshal here, especially since my flag is open. So yeah, he got one lieutenant, but yeah, that doesn't really matter. The problem is he's now gonna start picking up these pieces, and even that wouldn't be a problem, but the fact that he loads the pieces, that really is the problem. And yeah, one more move, and he takes my flag. So that was unfortunate, but I still think it was a really good game, and I am very proud to find this sequence. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can recognize this pattern or this tactic in your games. Anyway, see you in next video.